inside MUTHAITI Cinema Hall next to Chumi Shopping Center. This is our first service and it goes in English. Those probably who have issues with English, you bear with us. It is not interpreted. What are the signs of a faithful steward? What are the marks of a faithful steward? 2 Kings chapter 2 verses 1. It's a long reading, so I'll ask personally projecting to be a little bit fast. Let's read together. 1, 2, 3. And it came to pass when the Lord was about to take up Elijah into heaven by a whirlwind, that Elijah went with Elisha from Gilgal. Verse number 2. Then Elijah said to Elisha, "Stay here, please, for the Lord has sent me unto Bethel." But Elisha said, "As the Lord liveth, and your soul liveth, I will not leave you." So they went down to Bethel. Now the sons of the prophets who were at Bethel came out to Elisha and said to him, "Do you know that the Lord will take away your master from over you today?" And he said, "Yes, I know. Keep silent or be quiet." Then Elijah said to Elisha, "Stay here, please, for the Lord has sent me to Jericho." But Elisha said, "As the Lord God liveth, and as your soul liveth, I will not leave you." So they both came to Jericho. Verse number 5. Now the sons of the prophets who were in Jericho, verse number 5, came to Elisha and said to him, "Do you know that the Lord will take away your master from you today?" So he answered, "Yes, I know. Keep silent." The next verse. Then Elijah said to him, "Stay here, please, for the Lord has sent me unto the Jordan." But he said, "As the Lord liveth, and as your soul lives, I will not leave you." So the two of them went on. And 50 men of the sons of the prophets went and stood facing them at a distance, while the two, Elisha and Elijah, stood by the Jordan. Now Elijah took his mantle and he rolled it up. He struck the water, and it was divided this way and that way, so that the two of them crossed on dry ground. And it was when they had crossed over that Elijah said to Elisha, "Ask," please underline verse 9, "what may I do for you before I am taken from you?" Elisha said, "Please, let a double portion of your spirit be upon me." So he said, "You have asked a hard thing." Circle verse number 10. "Nevertheless, if you will see me when I am taken from you, it shall be so for you. But if you will not see me, then you will not. It will not be so." Then it happened as they continued on and talked, that suddenly a chariot of fire appeared with horses of fire and separated the two of them. Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven. Then, verse number 12, Elisha saw it. Tell anybody, Elijah saw it. And he cried out, my father, the chariot of Israel and his horsemen." So he saw him no more. And then he took hold of his own clothes and tore them into two pieces. he also took up the mantle of Elijah that had fallen from him and went back and stood by the Jordan, the bank of Jordan. Then he took the mantle of Elijah that had fallen from him, and he struck the water and said, "Where is the Lord God of Elijah?" When he also had struck the water, it was divided this way and that way, and Elisha crossed over. Oh my God. Now when the sons of the prophets who were from Jericho saw him, they said, "The spirit of Elijah rests on Elisha." And they came to meet him and bowed to the ground before him. Then they said to him, "Look now, there are 50 strong men with your servants. Please let them go and search for your master, lest perhaps the Spirit of the Lord has taken him up and cast him upon some mountain or into some valley." And he said, "You shall not send anyone." But they insisted until he was ashamed, and he said, "Send them." Therefore they sent 50 men, and they searched for 3 days, but they did not find Elijah. When they came back to Elisha, for he had stayed in Jericho, he said to them, "Did I not tell you, do not go?" May God bless the reading of his word. The marks of a steward. Who is a steward? We began last Sunday. I said 4 things about a steward. A steward is a caretaker